Hey everybody, it is Umber Rays here to give you a look at the JP side update, which I don't get to say this very often, and no spoilers, so don't worry about it. But there was actually there was a story update today with Chapter 9 and Part 3, and I have to say, I don't get to say this too often, but there were a couple of moments that actually made me go, whoa. So shout outs to the story making me go, whoa. All right, but vision cards and stuff aplenty this evening. First of all, we have a brand new vision card with a brand new summon, and it is looking like this is going to be a good one to get. First off, the vision card itself ended up being pretty much what you thought it was going to be. So 50% magic boost for the party. This is a huge thing for Kyle as well as Ruel. Both of those, or Luel, I guess, on the global side. Earth has been really needing some damage vision cards, and for it to finally get its Bahamut card in a 70 cost version for the magic side of it is just wonderful. I mean, it's just going to be great with Queen Macherie making the play, and probably if you did go for Queen Macherie, this vision card's going to be a must-have sort of thing. So yeah, other than that, 10%, I think it was slash resistance on it. As for accuracy, it is the standard 25, but I'm not going to begrudge that. That's still a lot more accuracy that's going to make Earth really good against pummeling some lightning units as well as some light elemental units for the next few weeks, with again Queen Macherie leading the charge. I'm already thinking of a Joom Macherie combo, which might be just really nasty for Arena. At least till Ice kind of makes its play, but it's going to be a fun couple of weeks, I think, in Arena just because of the elemental changes. Now, as for the unit itself, increased accuracy by another 8 and range resistance by 10. Nothing too amazing, but as you undoubtedly know, this isn't the only thing you get from this vision card. You also get a summon off of it, and the summon has summon magic, critical avoidance rate, earth attribute attack, as well as so sorry, I'm gonna redo that because I was reading the wrong thing. Summon magic, hit rate, accuracy, the basic ones. Magic attack up, slash resistance, lightning attribute killer, wind resistance, plant killer, and range resistance. A really nice combination of stuff from this esper, and I honestly think that this esper is just going to be Macherie's best friend and push her into being basically top tier. I mean, it is the magic earth elemental summon that we've been waiting for a very long time, and I think it's just going to be strong. Macherie also has the benefit of having an evocation booster, meaning that she can make espers happen much more often, and if espers are happening more often, you have this unit that just, or this esper that just powers up earth and potentially get other earth espers out easily, then it would be like a really interesting thing to just, maybe espers could be a little bit more. Maybe there's a little bit of a power up here. Interesting. But yeah, I really, really like this. Next up, let's swing on over to this, which is our new tower. So we're going to go up the floors and show what we got. So first of all, Old in the Fire team. Bring out your Astriuses and move on. Next up, we have a water elemental floor for the lightning units. We have a wind elemental floor for the ice units. Earth elemental floor, so for wind units. I'm saying the basic. And of course, 75 and 80 is where it gets interesting. So first, we got Shiva as well as a bunch of different dark and ice units. And kind of a neat little combo here. So you're looking to run light and fire, maybe? I'm going to be interested to fight this floor because the dragons are probably pretty tanky in themselves. So is Shiva, and then you just got the annoying patrol with two very new characters that are going to be very strong, no doubt. And LeMage's there too, and Eliza, who's an awesome unit. Shoutouts to Eliza. but Eliza's not on the next floor. This is for the fire elemental teams. Over here, we're going to have an earth elemental team base floor. Here's one for dark, and here's one for light. So basically, this round, we got you're going to need every element to effectively and super fast climb through all of these and get an advantage. But floor 80 is where the rubber meets the road with the deer and the Moraga and the Calf and the light. So guess wind and dark is what you're looking for here. Kind of interesting, the dual elemental theme. Like if you look back down as to some of the other like floors like this one, it can be quite a little hodgepodge of units with 3 or more, but it seems like they're focusing more on just dual elements. Wonder if maybe we'll start focusing more on dual elements in the future. Of course, the ice elemental ring is what you are getting from this, and who doesn't want an ice elemental ring with both Agrius and Snow coming to the game as powerful units in the future. So yeah, that is all great, and next we're going to slide into Master Ability 2s. I have been woefully neglectful of talking about Master Ability 2s lately because there's been so much other stuff to talk about and my voice is already dying. So let's start off with everyone's favorite Black Witch Helena, a unit that needs no introduction in this community and apparently didn't need much of a Master Ability 2. So level 80 or higher will get her Master Ability 2 of ability activation time down 20% and mental penetration by 15. Interesting. Honestly, the ability activation time, I don't know if I care so much about it. Most of her abilities, especially if you're running Calculator, this isn't even a thought or even a consideration because there is no activation time. But it's not bad to potentially shorten some of her abilities and maybe bring it in line more with some abilities that are being around, especially with Dark Fina existing and putting up some competition in the Dark Magic category lately for who is best. Honestly, this is one of the best units in the game still, and Master Ability 2 that gives her makes her attacks even more deadly and makes some of her attacks cast even faster. There's no complaints here. She's just a really insanely good unit, and she is going to continue to be in the future. All hail Black Witch Helena. But the other unit we need to talk about is Charlotte, and Charlotte is a unit that I don't really talk about too terribly much because I've been mainly a water person, so lightning, water just doesn't mix very well for me. But here we are. Level 80 quest will give her HP up by 20%, which is a big deal. This is the kind of thing that we always want to see for a tank-based character. More HP and more defensive options, and thankfully, they really did good with Charlotte. So here's my Charlotte right now. Not exactly the perfect build, probably. I'm sure there are other people who have spent much more time building her and making her perfect. But this build that I have designed, you can kind of just see here what effectively she looks like. And really that HP boost, soaring her almost to the 10,000, putting her way more in line with what a lot of other tanks have. Also gets 8 up plus 5. So this is just great. This is one of the things we always want to see on our tanks, more hate generation to keep other units safe. Yay, good job, Charlotte. Good job, designers. You guys did a good one on this. Next up, also Attract Wall. One of her abilities will get an improvement as well. It becomes easier to be targeted by enemies. 3-turn defense weakness and spirit weakness resistance for both of those. However, will also now give all attribute resistance weakness resistance. All attribute resistance weakness resistance. That's what it says. Will be greatly increased. So basically, more immune against elemental waning The numbers are not available yet on Wotv Calc, but I'm assuming it's probably just going to make her instant. Oh, never mind. They're just up. Actually, this is happening right now in the middle of recording, so I'm just seeing that. Wow. Yeah, so before it was basically giving her 12% or 12 increase in hate. Defense and spirit resistance were 100 for 3 turns for herself, and now she's getting elemental debuff resistance of 100 for 3 turns for herself. That's really, really, really good. One of her basic abilities, one of the ones that she would always effectively be running for the hate generation and everything like that, now protects her against more elemental debuffs, and there are more elemental debuffs with Earth also having way more access to it, Oberyn, and just a ton of other characters with elemental debuffs. Make Charlotte much more competitive. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to say easily the best upgrade of this patch, and quite happy to see that she has gotten such a big improvement. As yeah, she was falling a little bit behind, and now I think she's going to be pretty good to keep lightning good for the future and the introduction of a new lightning unit. So yay. Interestingly, this wasn't available from what I saw earlier, but Raryu and who else? Vadim also got theirs, so I'll just bring that up really quickly. Vadim, a character that I honestly forget exists most of the time, and his level kind of shows that. So for his master ability, he is going to be getting evasion rate up by 25. His original one was up by 15. Now he's getting 25. As for his resistances, before he was getting a pierce resistance of 30%, magic resistance of 30%. Now he's getting 50% for each. So overall, I guess an improvement, but I don't know if I was that, if I'm that amazed by that, but it is what it is. So let's move on to the last, I think, thing we're going to cover in this video, which is Raryu. And Raryu, I know that some people out there really love him, so I'm not going to badmouth him at all this video. 10% HP for the allies, blind resistance for the allies. That's kind of interesting always. I really like way more the master abilities on these M tier units or mid tier units that have these elemental resistances, because it brings something neat to them. Before he had critical damage of 15, dexterity by 15, and a increased of range by 1. He's basically now getting AP consumption down by 25% for him, and an increase of defense penetration by a factor of 20. So a little bit more in line with units, but not overly exciting. It is just a master ability too for a mid-tier unit. I don't think it's really going to break the game in any way, shape, or form. So out of this combination of stuff, I would say that the best stuff is definitely Black Witch Helena, because she was already a great unit and just got a fair bit better. Oh, and look, the game just crashed. I actually have evidence that it just crashes randomly sometimes. But Charlotte is the clear standout winner of this update. Just very strong buff in the exact areas that you kind of wanted her to have. So congratulations to Charlotte, and a great esper as well, and great vision card for the earth element to get. I foresee earth being strong in the future against a lot of different stuff. So anyway, I'm going to cut this video for now. We'll talk about some more stuff later, and thanks for watching. See you next time.